Hello guys, how are you doing? So, welcome back to my reactions, and as you can see I'm going to be watching episode 8 of Sword Art Online Alicization War of Underworld today. So, in this last episode we saw this moment with Renly, and we got to see a bit of his past and how he became this Integrity Knight. And yeah, it was really sad to see all of that story, specifically the part where he kills his friend by accident, and yeah, he goes against the taboo, like the index, and he becomes this Integrity Knight. So yeah, anyway, it was still like really good to see how Kirito kind of like influenced him by showing him like his determination. Even if he couldn't do anything against that goblin, he was still like trying like so hard to be able to do something, and that actually like triggered something on Renly and made him realize that he needs to do it. He needs to protect them. And yeah, he basically gained the strength and was able to fight all of them, like all of these goblins. And it was like really cool to watch his fight, specifically because I really like his fighting style and this weapon. It was like really beautiful to watch that. So yeah. Anyway, I'm hoping to see more of him, and like thankfully he's going to be of help now and not just like running away. So yeah. Anyway, we at the end of the episode we saw that Alice was like collecting these luminous elements, I believe, and yeah, she was like gathering them into that ball, and then she basically reflected them, I believe, and did this like huge attack on the dark territory, and like she probably killed many of those like goblins and like all of the other monsters like easily. I mean, that was just like a really strong attack. And we also saw her like thinking about something that probably most of us were already thinking, and it's like the like why are they fighting? She saw that the souls of both the monsters in this dark territory and the humans are basically equal. They are like warm and all of that. It's basically the same. So if the only difference is like where they were born, like in which side of the mountains they were born, like where are they fighting? That's a really good question. And yeah, eventually I'm expecting this to be like sorted out, and it's going to be interesting to see when that happens. But yeah, anyway, really curious to see what's going to happen in today's episode specifically. It's probably going to be more about this fight against the Dark Territory. But at the same time, I believe that we are probably about to see more of Miller and the other guy as well. Like, we know that they're probably really strong. So, kind of want to see them in action. And yeah, we'll see where this goes. Anyway, I hope you guys are ready, and let's start the episode. Yeah, this was the attack. The animation was also impressive. Damn. Yep. 90%. She defeated a lot of them. Yep. She's special, that's for sure. That was insane, that attack. I was already expecting it to have like a killed many of those like goblins and all of that, but actually like 90% of the Demi humans. That's insane. Yeah, I'm kind of like expecting Miller to do something eventually. I believe there were like 40,000 units in the Dark Territory or about that. Like I don't wonder how many are left. Yeah, the start of the season is already so insane. You already see like lots of fighting. Like the first part of this season, it wasn't like specifically calm, but it was more about information, not too much about action, except at the end. She's probably not that happy with that. She's also exhausted. Oh, they actually retreated. Oh. Pretty sure she's not that like happy with having killed all of those. Damn. Can't be thinking that. There's another one. Hmm. Damn. Priestess of Light. Hmm. She probably wants to know more. Yep. That's Miller. Hmm. Damn. What's gonna happen though? Feel a bit sad for him though. He's doing this for his people. Like for a way for them to live free. And then this war, so It's not like they're bad or anything. Yeah. Thousand. That angle though. Damn. Three thousand. Hmm. Going to give her like an army of 3,000 of those? Not an army. Oh no. It's probably going to kill all of them just to give her the power, right? Holy shit. She needed like the blood and all of that, so it's gonna end up well for those. Yep, you got it right. Hmm. Oh, and that. Damn. Oh, this is the end of the part one. Oh, okay. There's still a lot of them. Damn. They still defeated a lot of them. Yeah, that's what was happening. Damn. Which sucks the most, it's that these tribes, they only seek peace. Like we all of these people fighting, but they shouldn't. Are you going to see it happening? It's like fearing for him. She's gonna be one of the sacrifices. Oh my god. Damn. All going to die. Man, this is so sad. Damn. And they're still like okay with it. They really like to sacrifice themselves to end this war. It's kind of easy like to feel compassion for both sides at this point. I mean, it's hard to blame either side. They're just like trying their best to survive. And these attacks are happening for like not a good reason at least. And they have a lot of power now. Um Getting excited, I guess. Hmm. Oh. Follows them. Oh. I hope he doesn't sacrifice himself. Damn. And tell me he's going to sacrifice himself. It's actually happening. Man. Who's that? What was that? Minus? Damn. Sacrificed himself. She probably can save him. She got him, but I don't know if he's going to live. He wanted to do something important. At this moment alone for him. He loved the list a lot. Mother. Damn. That was probably his floodlight. She's mad. This one is probably going to get defeated now. Damn. There's a lot of killing in this episode. And this one is going to die, most likely. Damn. What's she doing? Oh, you know this. Yeah, it's her. Damn, you noticed. Man, there was like so much destruction going on in this episode. And so many sacrifices. Like, we saw all of those, like, I don't know what was the race, but that tribe who got sacrificed. Like 3,000 of them. It was just insane. And they were just like willing to do it for the like the greater cause. But yeah, you can't help but feel like this whole war is like it's a war between both of these like sides, the Dark Territory and the Human Empire. But yeah, like it's already bad that they're like separated, and that's basically what caused all of this. But yeah, I just feel like the Human Empire is like doing everything they can to avoid the invasion, but at least already realized that they're basically the same, and that they shouldn't be fighting. And like all of this war is only happening because Miller just joined, basically. Because the other like commander and the other girl, Lipia, I believe, the one who died, they were like looking to make like peace and to talk with the first Integrity Knight, the other guy, but they couldn't do it because Miller just got there and ruined it. More than Fist. Yeah, this episode was really insane. We got to see lots of sacrifices, and I wasn't expecting Eldrie to die in this one, but it kind of gave the feeling that he would do like something crazy after that moment when we see him like not happy about not like having done much, and yeah, it kind of felt like he wanted to be like recognized by Alice, and he loved her so much, and yeah, in the end he wanted to do something for her, like something that she would like recognize him for. But yeah, it ended up being his sacrifice, and she wasn't happy about it. But yeah, in the end, he was like really helpful because I mean, he stopped this, and it was only because of him. Like his sacrifice was like really helpful, even though he died. But yeah, it wasn't a good thing to see him dying, and especially for Elise, we saw just how mad she got because of that. So yeah, so it'd be nice to see where this is going, and now we know that Miller can see Elise clearly, and I'm interested to see what he's going to do, and if he's like going to join and fight her maybe. So yeah, anyway, that's going to like to be something to see next week. I don't know if it's like going to be about that, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next episode. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this one, and if you did, please like and subscribe to the channel. And you can also join my Discord and my Patreon if you want to get early access to my full reactions. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week for the next episode, so see ya!